Good day, YouTubers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year tomorrow. Obviously, we're not going to get the HMS Bounty done by the end of the year, but we sure did get close. This is the end. I've got glue, super glue on there, so it's nice and stiff to poke it through those blocks and pulleys. Go the other end where it's soft, and we're going to tie it off according to the drawing here. We're going to tie off next to the block. That's probably 10 millimeters or more away from it. Go down through the corner pulley and back up through the top pulley and then down to the deck. So we got a long piece. This is the top sail for the forward mast. So it's way up there. I'm going to put this through a little further away, like it shows on the print. So other than that little box opening we did the other day for the Soria Royale, somebody please make a comment if I'm not pronouncing that right. Of course, I don't speak, I think it's Spanish. So we want that behind that foot rope. And then we want to put a little dab of glue on that knot. And because that tile point is to the left of our block, we're going to go in the left side of this block. Come back up underneath the foot rope. See how easy that goes through there. Now this time I want to go on the outside of the foot rope, because down on the deck this is going to be away from the plumb line of the sail. So that's one side. I sewed this sail onto the yard arm yesterday. I didn't feel like doing any filming. The bad news is this week, here it is, 2021, New Year's Eve for 2022. And 4 days ago, my wife was positive test for COVID. Probably the Omicron variant, but it don't matter much, does it? So we were blessed enough to be able to get the monochromal infusion treatment. She's already had her vaccination shots several months ago, probably 5-6 months ago now. Both of us been vaccinated. So there is no logical reason that you get COVID unless they're not telling us the truth, which obviously has been going on for months. So right away after she got her monoclonal infusion treatment, I went and got tested. I think it's 2 days ago now, and I am negative. How can that be? Maybe I have immunity because both of us had the shot, but she got infected again. So, praise God I'm not positive, but that doesn't change the fact that the vaccine does not stop the virus. They'll find when all this is over years from now that the masks were useless too. The size of the virus is much, much smaller, nanometers, compared to the fabric of any kind of mask. I don't care if it's an N95. You're not thinking right, man, because look, the mask is on your face and you're blowing air in and out of it, and if you got glasses on, you can see the air will escape sometimes around your nose and fog up your glasses. Well, what are some of the points of entry into your body? Your nose, your ears, your eyes, your mouth. Oh, your eyes? Can the virus get into my body through my eyes? Well, if it's floating in the air, what good is a mask doing you? Yeah, they got problems. Okay, that's those two. We got two. Oh, that's the foot ropes. They'll be, okay, that's those two there. How come it doesn't show? Well, I'm glad we're upgrading to the new model, because this old model is really lacking documentation. So this is all the stuff on the top of the yard arm. There ain't no sale. I got an extra couple blocks here that don't show. Come on. Well, you just make up something? Yep. That's what you do. Because what'd you do on the last sale? There was some ropes tied off out here. One of the big ones had a rope there and down here. So there's two ropes to help furl it up. So I'm going to put one in the middle on each side and run it through them blocks. These blocks out here are for stabilizing. They go up to the mast. So our little glue trick, you see that? Get you up a little closer there so you can see that. We'll do the glue trick. It's just like common sense. I want to make the end of that thread stiff as a board. And I'm going to do it to two of them at the same time. Well, two of them after I cut this one. I use this little stick here sometimes. Lay it in that glob of glue and twist it, rotate it. Making sure I get it wet on all sides. We're about 10 millimeters on the length of that gluing. And then take a rag, pull it through there a couple times, wipe the excess off, and then leave it to dry. So now we're going to guesstimate the length. So we know we're going to tie off here, go up through the block, and then down to the same length as the other ones we've already done to the deck of the ship. Cut that. Get our second line here ready. Keep those two separate because you've already glued one of them. Back over here again. Just have a little liberal amount of that super glue on there. CA glue. Make sure you get the end of it good and wet. And wipe it off. So that will do the second one. Let's do the, oops, my chair ran into the camera tripod. So this is the glued end. Go to the other end and drop your needle on the floor. Good grief. So we want to put this somewhere in the middle and just tie it off there. We've done this on not all, but several of the other sails. And I usually go through twice, fairly close to each other. And I want to pull my tail out and then stick this through the loop before I take the needle off. And pull that tight. And then do my double. 1, 2, tight. And then a third one on top of it to switch the direction of the knot and to lock it. So now instead of going down, my running line is going up. And then for purposes of safety, longevity, and aggravation, you put some glue on the knot. Now, feed this baby the underside of that foot rope through the block and come over the outside of the foot rope. And do the same thing on the other side. Good thing I only got 2 sails left after this one, because I run out of tan thread again. I got another roll. Yeah, I got another brand new roll over there. Yeah, I went and got tested because my wife made me, but I still felt that's 75 millimeters. I still felt crappy. So I went and got the test, but it's negative. I must have been fighting the real flu, not the COVID flu, whatever they call it now. Can't trust them anymore. There could have been a bacterial infection and not a viral infection. Oh my. This is a pretty standard knot. I keep using this one because if I cut the tail right after there's glue on there, I've never seen one come apart yet. 2 loops through a granny knot. Pull that tight and see how my leading line is facing down. When you do another one, it reverses your leading line and it cinches the top of that double knot so it can't come apart. Hopefully that's long enough to reach the deck. We had trouble. I have spliced a couple. Try to do it where you can't see the splice, hide it somewhere, because it was too short. Okay. Don't forget, a little dab will do you. Then I got all my Christmas lights put up. Put the tree down. Put the last few things in storage this morning. Voila. So that's ready to go on the ship. As long as we did everything right. It's gonna go. Yeah, nice scrape on my arm there. I'm gonna go up here. Oh my gosh. It did it again. These things on the wrong side. You want all the foot ropes and the rigging in the back, but you want these in the front. Like that one there, like that one there, and that one there. Gee whiz, every time, almost every time, not every time, almost every time. So, we're going back in the jig. And we're gonna try to get those off of there. So we can re-glue them on. Yeah. glue's pretty strong, ain't it? Nothing like living dangerously. Good grief. All right. Got those off. Turn this around. See, that's got to go on that side. As the mast is back here. Those cleats go on the front side. This is going to tie off around the mast, the bearing. And then these got to glue on to the front side. And shouldn't be a big deal. I'm just wondering if I should use, yeah, let's get regular wood glue. I haven't used this in a while because we've been working on all this rigging now. That baby don't want to come off. It's supposed to pop up. There it goes. Gee whiz. Should be good. There it comes. All right. So we want this one to face in. And we chipped that a little bit, so we're going to take that chip off. And we should probably clean that old glue off there. Oh gosh. All right. Do the one on the left side first, right side first. I was just trying to get an idea of the spacing and the position on that board to be flat there, but otherwise it's going to be way over here. I didn't round these boards off because it looks better as far as stiffening beams go to have that shape to them. The yard arm is so thin that the boards don't act the same. So I'm going to go with that spot right there. Now, of course, this is going to take a little while to dry. So we're going to have to come back We're going to have to come back to this. I'm going to turn this up so it doesn't want to fall over. So, Happy New Year. Got the shot and got COVID anyway. Shot is useless. The masks are useless. Biden ain't gonna stop this virus. Okay, we'll come back to this later because we're gonna let that wood glue dry for a couple hours. And then might be New Year's by the time we come back. I don't know. You don't post till Saturday night, Saturday late afternoon. Yeah, I got a 15% discount on the new model. So that was out of pocket. Look at that, baby. Oh my goodness. We are in trouble now. Soil. I don't know if that's right or not. Soil Royale. 172 scale. Yeah, we got to do a lot of research and time on a computer and see if we can find some history on this ship. But see you next time. Okay, so we got the forward mast topsail hung. Got the bearing rope tied around there. And now we're ready to do the lifting ropes and the stiffener ropes out here up to the top. And tie off the rest of these running rigging lines. It's going to be 3 on each side. That'll leave me a couple baleen pins. But we got her hung in the midst of a disaster at the neighbor's house. He was pushing his lawnmower out to start mowing, and I think he busted off his water line coming in the house from out of the ground. Oh boy. Well, we got him fixed up. He's happy. I'm happy. Happy New Year's. Thanks for watching.